Welcome back to the New Low podcast. Today's a solo podcast. It's a new solo podcast, dude. Come on. Episode number 3, and this is going to be a one-time thing. Honestly, ideally, the 5-year plan will have like a studio with like camera, and then all the boys just sitting at like a table with some fucking Shure SM7Bs. Some crazy mic and headphones. I got my headphones on right now. I might take them off soon. If you made it to episode 3, this is going to be a big episode, apparently. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, but a mellow episode. Let's see, France and Islam. Well, I wanted to do another topic, but since the boys are not here, we almost recorded a standard episode, but we got carried away and all that. But first, I guess we got to talk about the fires. So NASA has this fire map, and you can just Google NASA fire map, and it shows all the fires and shit. And if you do that, you'll find that a lot of hot spots. Should I take off my headphone? A lot of hotspots are around the developing area, and they have lots of fire in Central Africa, South America, Asia, Borneo, in that region, some parts in China, Madagascar, which is still the most craziest thing, and it has been for like the past couple years. I gotta take off my headphones, bro. This shit. Because usually when I wear my headphones, I push my hair back a bit. It feels a bit uncomfortable talking without a headphone now. And I need to get my latency monitoring, dude. So even though the parallels they're all developing nations, you also have the similarity, which is a lot of deforestation and fires, and that's what developing is technically if you think about it. But the reasons for all these fires are varied, and they're different. So in Central Africa and in Madagascar, the main source of this deforestation is for charcoal, and because they mainly use charcoal for cooking. And over here in Asia, we're not that. I think in a lot of places they use gas, which is not that much of a step up, but they don't really have a choice over in like Madagascar and other regions like that. They kind of have to rely on charcoal and burning down forests and cutting down trees. It's just either do that or die of starvation, and that is very unfortunate. Also, you got the mining thing that's going on. You have a lot of deforestation for mining explorations. That's also a big thing in Central Africa, especially, which is kind of sad because Central Africa has so much endemic species like the gorillas and all that fantastic things. And then you have deforestation in Asia. A lot of Asian deforestation, like in Thailand, in Borneo, in fucking Indonesia. A lot of those are for palm oil. And that sucks because we have a lot of endemic species too that are pretty cool. And South America has the best endemic species, if I'm being honest. The Amazon basin, the Amazon River, the Amazon forest, home to some of the greatest species on Earth, and home to some of the greatest like human societies too. They have a lot of deforestation there as well, like farmland. I don't know about the mine. I don't think they mine there, but definitely for like farmland expansion and just developing, building low-income houses and all that BS, dude. A lot of deforestation, a lot of fires all over the place, and a lot of developing nations doing the wrong thing. That's that. I think that's. Let me see. Well, the good news is I don't have to explain much because the fires and the reasons all these fires are happening are still the same, so I don't really have to expand much. But Madagascar is wild, dude. It's wild and it's on fire. The world is still on fire. Nothing's new. Let's see. It sucks, but that's the point of New Low podcast, baby. Oh yeah, they have a lot of child labor in Madagascar and Central Africa. A lot of child labor related in the cacao farming for chocolate. A lot of it is fueled by child labor, and they usually work for free too, kinda. Uh, oh my god, I don't know if I want to get into the Mahathir thing, dude. So, oh my jeez, dude, I don't know if I want to get into that. It's just stressful to think about the Mahathir thing because I have lots of fucking shit written down, and a lot of it teeter tatters at just, I don't know. It's on the edge, dude. I don't want to fucking. It's controversial. It's controversial, right? Should we commit mass genocide on French people, dude? I'm peaking. I'm peaking. Why am I peaking? My mic is like. How long have I been peaking for? Should Muslims commit mass genocide on the people of France? Yes, I do believe that's a valid and true sentiment, and I think we should act on it. Obviously, the he made an argument saying that there was a context to it, and the context was but by and large, Muslims do not practice the eye for an eye law. You know that was the that was the context that he was talking about. Oh man, that's an interesting context, you know, because if the Muslims did practice the eye for an eye law, apparently according to Mahathir, millions of French people would be dead now, and the only thing holding them back is that one singular like reason. It's just that because they don't fucking practice that law. I'm not talking about. That's not my views on Muslim. That's Mahathir's views on Muslim, and he is talking as a Muslim. I'm not a Muslim. Yeah, I know a lot of them. You know, I know a lot of them, and yeah. Oh man, I don't know if I can get into a lot of this, dude. Listen, I don't have any fucking hatred in my heart, dog. Let's see. Let's get into what Mahathir said. Then again, yeah, I kind of understand the whole out of context things, because you can take things out of context. You can just like what he said is Muslims have a right to be angry and to kill millions of French people. You know, you can just say Mahathir claims that Mahathir said kill millions of French people. Just like take that excerpt, kill millions of French people. You can take that out of context and be like, oh, Mahathir said kill millions of French people. You know, like that. That would be like, yeah, that's very out of context. But at the same time, I mean, that was the extreme example of taken out of context. But the full context of this is kill millions of French people for the massacres of the past. But by and large, the Muslim have not applied the eye for an eye law. Muslims don't. The French shouldn't. Instead, the French should teach their people to respect other people's feelings. Hey, Mahathir, how do you think saying Muslims have a right to be angry and to kill millions of French people make the French people think? I mean, feel, you know? And there's a lot of these like contradictory, paradoxical arguments that I've come across when I was dissecting this and thinking about it, you know? He even said something like the dress code of European women, this is the 8th point he did, was severely restrictive. Apart from the face, no part of the body was exposed. But over the years, more and more parts of the body are exposed. Today, a little string covers most secret place. That's all. In fact, many in the West are totally naked on certain beaches. So, and then I want to tie that into his 13th point, which was since you have blamed all Muslims and the Muslims' religion for what was done by one angry person, the Muslims have a right to punish the French. how, so he's making this argument of generalization. At the same time, he's committing the act of generalization in his eighth point, saying French women use a string to cover their secret place. Secret place. Ooh. Oh, God damn it, bro. God damn it. When I'm a secret place? Are you fucking kidding me, bro? But there's a lot of these fucking like contradictory tsunami wave water bullshit that I'm having to dissect in my brain, and I can't formulate any arguments of my own because I'm going to be committing a lot of these fucking fallacies where I'm just contradicting myself and cherry picking certain things. You know? It's hard. It's hard, dude. It's hard. That's why this whole fucking conundrum. Now, what is my opinion on this whole thing? Do Muslims have a right to kill millions of French people? Short answer, yes. I think that's a great thing, and we should act on it. I'm not a Muslim, but I'm a Malaysian, so I can enroll for the. Since Malaysia is a Muslim country, I can enroll for the army, and then because we are a Muslim country, we can kind of commit the thing. So technically, I can, because I will be under the army of a Muslim nation. Even though I'm not a Muslim myself, I can go kill some fucking Frenchies, dude. Drive some fucking knives through their skulls or some bullshit. Yeah, that skull crack. Hyper violence, killing people, millions of people, genocide, bro. That's what fucking peace is about, dude. It's about death and killing. So it's hard for me to just even like process this because there's so much contradictions and so much just shit points, bro. He made like one of the points about gay people, and I fucking did he make a point about gay people in this doc? I don't know. I didn't really take all of his points. Wow, it's very, the colors are fucking bad, dude. It's like very washed out. And then again, it is kind of washed out right now. And fuck, I don't know if I want to do the freestyle, bro. So I had this idea for the podcast. Let me talk about the podcast for a second. So I started off with the fucking Epic Gamer podcast, and that was way back. I think that was 2018, and oh fuck, it's gonna rain. You know what? Let it fucking rain. So I started the Epic Gamer podcast, obviously as a joke, but at the same time, I'm like, let me see what I can learn from this joke. And the premise is I'm gonna go through some of the news topics of the week, like the pop-in topics about like people dying and all that BS and all the serious things while gaming. So the premise is kind of like I'm talking about this guy getting his head caved in while jumping over a fucking toad or something like that. And obviously I don't think that's a very good premise now in hindsight, even though it might have its novelty and if I carry forward. I never ended up backing on that. Like I never ended up, I did, I don't know how many episodes, like 13 episodes of the New Low Pod, and things were okay for the most part. I was obviously, it's a learning process. I'm still learning right now. Even right now, I have like a shitty setup going on. Ideally, obviously, a studio, all of us in the same place with high mic quality, and yeah, that was the that was the Epic Gamer podcast. And then during the end, oh, I fucking clipped there. During the end of the Epic Gamer podcast, I believe I did actually kind of made the idea of the New Low podcast. Just first of all, fuck, why am I fucking clipping, bro? First of all, the Epic Gamer podcast is not that original of an idea, and that's the point, because it's just such a throwaway jokey name. If you look up like Epic Gamer Podcast, that's like 100 fucking podcasts with the same name. And I've always had this obsession over originality and having, if I'm making something, I want to make sure its name doesn't exist before. And fuck, the rain is really loud, but you know what? Fuck it. So I made the New Low podcast. I looked it up, went through the list. There's no podcast called the New Low podcast, and I like the fucking name and the premise too. Like, it's like New Low, you know. Every episode is a new low, dog. Besides that, I didn't actually do the New Low podcast for the longest time, and then I keep clipping. I keep looking up too. And then I did the weekly stuff, the Gamer Weekly, Meme Weekly, and Draw Daily. That was interesting, but I didn't like it. It wasn't very sustainable. It was too much. It was too much content in too little time. That didn't last too long, but I think I did a month or so. So that's kind of a learning experience. And now we're at the New Low podcast. That's my only like scheduled thing on this channel. Besides this, I probably do like some other shit posty videos. Like, I have a fun one in my brain right now. I have to type it. I better type it down before I like forget about it. I'm not gonna fucking announce it though, because I might not end up doing it, and I don't want people to be like, oh, what's that? It might be an interesting video. Who knows? I don't know why I went on this tangent about talking about my channel. I forget. It had something to do. Oh, about the rap. So one of the concepts, one of the ideas I had is that in every episode, we have like a, you know, in Phineas and Ferb, you got like the song in every episode. You have like 3 songs in every episode of Phineas and Ferb. And I was like, you know what would be cool, dude? I said to myself, what if we did a song for every episode? And I was like, you know what? That's a great idea. My hair is getting in my face, so I've clip. It's clipping. It's fucking clipping. And fuck yeah. I wanted to get into some other stuff. Oh yeah, why I'm doing this. First of all, it's for fun, but at the same time, I want to get views too. But the views are not my central point of interest. I do want it, you know, and I think there's this expectation. Every YouTuber, most YouTuber and most people who are content producing, they have this in the back of their head of like this expectation, but it's not like an active expectation. It's just like a passive expectation you shove behind your head. You're like, this video, I want this to blow up. This is not that good, but I want it to blow up, like that. Like every time you upload something, you're like, this is not the best, but I do wish for the best for this video and for this content that I produced, and I wish that it can blow up and get like a fucking million, you know. And I don't want to generalize, because there are a lot of content producers who really don't give a shit, and a lot of content producers who are satisfied with getting like 20 views a video, 100 views a video. I'd be satisfied with that. Not really, but point is, you have that expectation. It's not active because it's an unrealistic expectation, and you put it behind your head, you know. I want this to get 1 million, but it's not gonna, so I'm gonna put it in the back of my head. This expectation, not the content itself, but this expectation, I'm just gonna put it, because if I speak it out, it's gonna be absurd. It isn't absurd, it's unrealistic, and that's the, yeah. But I do aspire to get viewership and all that BS, and ideally, honestly, for me, the sweet spot would be like 100 subscribers with like 100 views, climbing up and down. Obviously that's not sustainable like monetarily, but in terms of like just funness, and like 100 people can really keep you going, dude. That's like a huge people number. Okay, that was. Should I do the fucking rap? I don't know how I feel. I don't perform. I don't sing. I don't rap. I'm not a performer. I'm not a musician. I'm not anything. I'm not anything. I'm nothing. I'm nothing really. But at the same time, can we not have some fun, bro? I don't know how I want to do this though. I don't know how I want to do this. It's kind of a freestyle, but not really. I wouldn't call it a freestyle because it's already pre-written, and it's not that good. But it's something, you know. And I think I should do it. I think I should do it. I think I should do it, dude. The fucking first New Low podcast with gangster rap, hood shit. Get your tickets early, and I think I want to do like a hold up. We on some real hood shit now. We got the fucking beanie on, dude. Dude, this is getting real. This is getting real. I thought you said you were playing, dog. I thought you said you were playing. What's up? What's up? This is so bad. Can you guys can I just play the beat on my phone? I don't know if the mic will pick that out. I mean, this doesn't have active like voice pickup technology, so you guys can probably hear the rains and all that BS. I mean, I'm listening through the audio through my headphones right now, so I can. It's called monitoring. It's not quite zero latency, but it's not as bad as it once was. I mean, obviously, if you use like a proper studio setup, your zero latency monitoring is going to be zero latency. I'm gonna just look up like freestyle or just rap beat, really. Rap beat. This is a problem. Oh, it doesn't sound good on the. It doesn't sound good on this, and it doesn't sound good through the mic. I'm gonna have to either turn off zero latency monitoring or but if I leave it, fuck, why do you clip like that, bro? Mike, you're not supposed to clip. I wasn't even like that close, bro. I was gonna say if I leave the audio monitoring on and if I turn on the desktop audio, it'll double my voice, and I don't know how that sounds like on fucking. I don't know how that's gonna sound like that's gonna sound like my voice is doubled, but I don't know how that is. That decent? Does that sound good or not? That is not what I'm looking for. Where is the video, dog? What the fuck? Hold up, let me get the fire extinguisher because it's about to get fucking heated in here and I don't want anything to catch on fire. We got the extinguisher ready and it's got the tag, it was checked, it's got the approval that it needs, so this baby is ready to put out some heat. Put up some fires, dude. I don't know. Fuck it. Let's just do like desktop audio. So right now you guys can hear me double because that's my monitoring. That's exactly what I'm listening to right now. And I think I should bring it up. Now it should sound a little worse, but that's the point. Let's see if I can get the beat on this laptop. Let's just jump in, dog. I don't give a shit. My first fucking. Honestly, this is my first like recorded performance, dude. I'm fucking. I'm getting tensed up, dude. I'm getting tensed up. This is the first search result when you YouTube search rap beat. Yeah. Years ago, you guys saw that years ago clip. It's like this freestyle rapper. I know I'm delaying for time right now. All right, listen, I gotta prepare. I'll probably do like 2 takes, so even though it won't be my genuine genuine. You dig? I look weird with the fucking beanie, dude. Look fucking weird with the beanie, dude. Okay, bro. Alright, preparing. Alright, listen. This performance is not going to be good. I'm just hoping it's not going to be cringe, dude. It's going to be cringe. Alright, fuck it. Let's just acknowledge that it's going to be cringe. But fuck it. I'm gonna rap like a fucking peasant. And I'm gonna own. You know, I'm not a god, I'm a peasant. I'm gonna own that. Muslims have a right to be angry and kill millions of French people for the massacres of past. Kill millions, massacres of past. To pick our God and we behead your ass. Brothers out in Africa still feeling the pain. Genocide on genocide, dead bodies insane. If you wanna talk millions, sure thing. Maybe put the pen down and just you think. Massive genocide ain't a toy for your idea. Won't you sit back and acknowledge the fear? Silence me, kill me, I don't care. It's just one bad apple every year. I ain't falling victim to your thoughts and prayers, as long as we don't breathe in the same air. But by and large, the Muslims have not applied the eye for an eye law, because if they did, there'll be millions of French people dead. I call it the gay sex fallacy. You wanna put it out, you gotta take one in. Don't cherry pick your history, cause if you did, it'd be misery. The pains of the past is beyond your perception. Severed hand currency, extreme racial oppression. Wounds carry on throughout the generation. Total anarchy, I'm channeling my aggression. Oof, maybe it's time we go through a little regression. I just looked it up. It's returning to a former state of former less development state thing. I don't know. That was not good. But you know what? That was the first take, and my camera is dead right now. So my camera just died. And you know what? I think that camera dying is an omen for me to end today's episode. I canceled the double audio. Is the rap good? Is it bad? It's obviously bad. This is my first fucking rap, dude. I just hope this doesn't fucking ruin my life and cast me out. I get cancelled for rapping because it's a black people thing, and I'm culturally appropriating, you know, all this crazy shit. And also because it wasn't that good. So I want to acknowledge. Fuck. Oh. Alright. Man, I took my beanie off. You guys can't see that because the camera is dead. Can I turn it on back? I think it just heated up. The battery is probably still live. Oh man, she's not. She's dead. The camera's dead. Obviously that rap was super amateurish. The flow I feel wasn't on point, but at least I actually got most of my words out. I'm gonna have to listen back to see how bad it actually is, but you know what? I'm not gonna do a second take. However bad it is, it's gonna stay in. Okay. Especially with the double audio going, I can kind of hear that my rapping was so fast that the secondary channel couldn't keep up with my heat. So my rap was so fucking heated, it just killed the camera with the heat. The point is, you guys probably heard I talked about genocide, because killing millions of French people is him basically bringing up genocide. And honestly, if we want to talk genocide, we should acknowledge the fact that the greatest sufferer of genocide, and I know it's not like super on topic because you know it doesn't really fit in the whole narrative of Muslims and French, but it does fit in with the whole topic of genocides in general. I don't really want to get into this, dude. It's just so if you just look up like Congo and just look up Congo and just go to like the news tab. Google has like this news tab, and you probably see shit like armed group killing other people, or armed group doing this, armed militia group. Why do you think Congo is at a state that it is? It's because of fucking genocides and oppression. And there was also this point in history with the Belgium Congo genocide where people were using hands as a form of currency, severed human hands as currency. If the rubber yield in the plantation was not meeting the expectation, they would just send in hands. And why did I think about this when thinking about Mahathir's comments is because he's bringing up genocide and he's playing the victim card. He's saying Muslims, they are victims of French genocide, and he's bringing this up over a fucking free speech argument about like a cartoon caricature. So that's the you're bringing this up over something so fucking inconsequential. And you know, if fucking Congo nuked Belgium or something, because of it's still in the state that it is because of the fucked up history that it went through. It still hasn't recovered. You think the fucking European people are paying compensation? They've taken responsibility for their actions? No, they're not. They're not taking any responsibility. And here, you know what? Fuck it. French people suck. We should boycott French because they made a cartoon caricature. Yeah. But that's the thing. Here at the Nulo podcast, we try to consider as many angles as we can. And if we want to talk about killing millions of people, it's really hard for me personally to not see it from a lot of different angles. And you know, it just made me think about the effects of genocide and how it's still active to this day, and we're not actively trying to curb the issue. The issues in Congo is not just a Congo issue. It's my issue. It's a planet's issue. It's our issue, dude. Congo is home to a lot of endemic species like the gorillas, and they're like not only the gorillas, the fucking everything, dude. Child labor, so much genocide and well, genocide is gone, but the effects are still on. So for you to just bring up genocide like that, it's just a little bit demeaning and devaluing. But that's not the point of his statement, obviously, I guess. And also, I need to go through my notes again. Can my camera come back on? Oh, is the battery dead? I don't know. Let me see. I mean, I did mention the whole one bad apple thing, and Mahathir did make a statement: since you have blamed all Muslims and the Muslim religion for what was done by one angry person, well, now it's three. You know, and this whole argument of is just one bad apple kind of draws parallel to the whole, you know, racist cops thing. And I know we're not dealing with something like small scale, not small exactly, but like we're not dealing with a American cops scale of things. We're dealing with a 2,000 years or so religion with billions of followers, and it's a whole larger scale. But I feel like you can't just say, oh, it's just one bad person. You always have these bad persons. There has to be a fucking solution, dude. You know, if I can't, I don't want to go more into this. I might get fucking beheaded by the Malaysian government. I know. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. Jeez, don't fucking whip my ass, bro. They're very strict with the free speech here. And obviously, no, they're not going to watch it. I would love for them to watch it. If anyone would just send this video to just the Malaysian government and Jakim. Jakim, hey, shout out Jakim. Please subscribe. You know, I'm probably get put in a black box, and a lot of people were charged recently for talking shit about the king and the monarchy system. I am not going to be doing that. I'm not even going to make an implication that the monarchy is bad because I'm legally not allowed to. And that's, we have like a soft core, is it authoritarian kind of thing? Like we have like soft core China government. It's not that hardcore, which is great, but at the same time, you have to acknowledge the balance and all that BS. Malaysia is not that bad of a place, but it's not that good either. We have a lot of fucking racial problem. We have a problem with we have a problem with denial, and we have a problem with just tolerance. One thing I love about Malaysian people is that they're so tolerable. Like, you know, when the Najib case, he pleaded guilty, people were just like, oh yeah, it's just him. It's just the one guy, dude, that was corrupt. It couldn't have been, you know, he was in office for 8 years. Surely it was just him that's corrupt. It's not like the whole party was involved or anything like that. You know, it's just him. I love that. I love that about Malaysians. It's so good. You can get, you know, it's just the one guy. You know, with child marriage as well. So, you know, he said he didn't fuck the kid. He just married him. You know, that's great. Tolerate it. You know, great. Fuck yeah. That's neither here nor there. All I'm saying is that obviously this is controversial, but it shouldn't be. But humans should take responsibility for other humans, regardless of their race, religion, gender, trans species, interspecies, you should. We have power. We have brain. Brain makes solution, and solution take time to make and deploy. But if we don't think of solution now, we can't deploy nothing, and then we'll not have solution for the problems we have now, and the problems grow because problems tend to grow. And we have brain, human brain, solution, human responsibility. And that's honestly, the Congo Belgium genocide is such a low point reading about it. A lot of let's not get back into that. If I want to get back into that, I want to make sure I come in proper with a lot of the facts and a lot of just, you know, a proper way with respect, because it's not like a, you know, throwaway thing. See, what else did I talk about? You know, yeah. By and large, the Muslims have not applied the eye for an eye law, because if it did, they'll be French dead. That's not what he said. That's not exactly what he said, but that's what I construed he said, which is basically what he said. Silence me, kill me, I don't care. This line is actually more from when Najib was in office, because Najib is responsible for quite a lot of murders, dude. And I think I've been dragging on for a little bit too long. Thanks for watching today's episode. What was it? I had an idea for a way to close the episode. That's it for this new low. No, that's not it. This has been a new low. Like, you know, like it sounds like I'm saying this has been a new low, but at the same time, it's the show's name. It's New Low Podcast. This has been a new low, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.